Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we're diving into a report from Saga Communications, and let me tell you, it's not quite the epic tale of sagas you might be expecting, more like a saga of corporate housekeeping. Before we unravel this story, if you find straightforward breakdowns of complicated corporate documents helpful, hit that subscribe button. Also, join our Discord community linked in the description below to discuss these filings with fellow business enthusiasts. Alright, so what's this all about? Saga Communications filed what's called a Form 8K. Think of it as a corporate oops, we changed something report. In this case, it's all about updates to their company's rules, specifically their bylaws. These bylaws dictate how the company is run from the inside, especially concerning shareholder meetings and director elections. It's not exactly thrilling novel material, but it's important for anyone who owns stock in the company or wants to influence how it's run. Basically, the company has a new rulebook. These changes became effective in June of 2025. Let's look at what changed and what that might mean. First up, there are new rules about shareholder nominations for directors and proposals for other business at shareholder meetings. In simple terms, if you want to suggest someone for the board of directors or bring up a proposal, you have to jump through a few more hoops. The company now wants more details on who's backing these nominations or proposals, what their relationships are with other shareholders, and if there are any potential conflicts of interest. They're also asking director nominees about any compensation they've received. It's like they're making sure everyone's cards are on the table before a high-stakes poker game. Next, the deadlines for submitting nominations and proposals remain the same, so no changes there. Here's where it gets interesting. If a shareholder doesn't play by the rules of the Securities and Exchange Act Rule 1418, the company can ignore any votes cast for their director nominees. Basically, the company has the power to say, you didn't follow the right procedure, so your votes don't count. Also, shareholders who submit a nomination or proposal have to keep their information up to date with the company. If anything changes, they need to let Saga Communications know. The board of directors and the person running the shareholder meeting now have more power to decide how things are done during the meeting, including the power to postpone it. Director candidates now have to fill out a questionnaire, be available for interviews with the board, and confirm they're committed to serving if elected. It's like a more intense job application process. The company has now set up procedures for determining which stockholders can call a special meeting. The record date, which is the date you need to be a shareholder to vote or get notified about a meeting, can't be more than 70 days before the meeting. If there's an urgent situation, the board can now call a special meeting with less than a day's notice. The document attached is the full legal text outlining all of these changes in detail. If you're deeply interested in the specifics, that's where you'll find them. Okay, here's a heads up for shareholders who want to propose someone for the board or bring up a proposal at the 2026 annual meeting. Under these new bylaws, you need to get your submissions in before February 1, 2026. However, if the date of the annual meeting changes, the deadline could shift. This is an update from their previous rules, so make sure you take note if you're planning to participate. The rest of the report is just the necessary legal paperwork, including the exhibit listing the updated bylaws. Now, let's zoom out and consider what all this means. Saga Communications hasn't reported some huge financial number or launched some groundbreaking new product. Instead, they've been tweaking their internal rule set. So, what's my take on all this? Saga Communications seems to be tightening its grip on how things are run internally. With the new rules around shareholder nominations and proposals, it might be a bit more difficult for outside voices to influence the company's direction. Is this good or bad? Well, it depends on your perspective. If you're a shareholder who likes the way things are going, you might see this as a way to maintain stability. If you're a shareholder who wants to shake things up, you might find these changes frustrating. One of the notable risks here is that by making it harder for shareholders to participate, the company might miss out on valuable insights and perspectives. On the other hand, the enhanced disclosure requirements could lead to more transparency and accountability, which is always a good thing. In conclusion, Saga Communications is fine-tuning its corporate governance. While these changes might seem minor, they could have a significant impact on the company's future direction. It's something for investors to keep an eye on. Alright, that's our breakdown of Saga Communications' latest SEC filing. What's your take on these governance updates and what they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description for more discussions. Thanks for watching. See you next time.